Yeah. 3, 2, 1. We're live. Sam Thomas. It is the Martin Fowler Scrum, and let's just do. We were just sort of talking AVCA strategy. With very quick updates. Update from my side. Yeah, it's my full day of meetings today. Local support, Beta Sasa's website one kickoff. Michael and I this week we've got done hot. It's been split between project scope to get ready for Armando's class and trying to do agile bot upgrades and having all the fun of the Node stack and testing Node and CoffeeScript and I'm trying to calm down, but there we go. Yeah, that's the and I'm just kind of behind today. My son started high school this week, and that's taking a lot of time. So yeah, but that's basically where we are. Thomas, how are things? Your snapshot for the things that are on your mind, and then we'll get back to talking about strategy.
Yes. So what is on my mind?
Or anything blocking
you? Time, as usual. It's boring to say that, but yeah. No, it's all good. Basically, I haven't had any chance to work on any open source project for the last 2 weeks. I haven't seen you in a while. I always try to catch those early scrums, but I rarely have the time to jump in.
Always good to see you. Go on.
But yes, so we are. We're just about to graduate a cohort, so that's taking up a lot of time.
Yes, and so they've done some final projects, presumably.
So they are working on so we have this Craft Academy labs set up, and we have 3 of our seniors working on a client project.
Okay.
We have open sourced it because the nature of our projects, for student projects are open source, but there is a client in the background.
Wonderful.
It's a booking system for conference rooms, and we are building basically our booking system with a backend and then displaying. So the idea is that we can have tablets outside of each booking conference room, and the tablet knows about the current bookings, basically. So it's a very very simple mobile application. The only thing that mobile app does is just displays one view, and updates pulse the server at this point. We are considering implementing Action Cable, but it pulses the server at the moment every 2 minutes or something, and just lets knows what is going on in that room at any given time, basically.
Right.
So that's interesting. That's what we are working on at the moment.
Cool. Yes. On the strategy we were just talking about, feedback on intro letters. I mean, I guess what I thought we talked about a little while back was certainly what I'd done in some previous cohorts is when they were doing their final project or midway projects, I'd kind of joined some things and talk to them about process or what have you. You had mentioned, I guess, a week or so ago, like, oh yeah, can we do a round of UX feedback? Which is, I mean, I did that for the Met Plus project. I guess that sort of fell through the cracks. We didn't get to that. I mean, potentially, what we could be doing is if that open source project, I mean, maybe that needs to stay there. But if it was like connected to Agile Ventures, then from the free tier of Agile Ventures, they get a UX review from me. So that's another connection that we could make. I don't know if that's like the great thing at the moment. I mean, I guess what we with the previous cohort, I mean, they did their final project, and I kind of had this little bit of chat with a few of them about this and that, but they've all gone off and got really busy, and we've kind of failed to. I think what we'd all love to, I presume we both love to see is final projects becoming open source and kind of like connected to AV and having the opportunity for more people to accrete more people, as it were. Does that?
Yes. Well, there are different cases. What has happened before, in terms of the final projects. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to muster the energy, and I don't know if I'm pushing them a little too hard because they're really really tired and the energy level is going down. At the end of the course. So I'm a little worried so perhaps we have to rethink the entire strategy on, like what to ask of them.
Sure.
But so I'm not ready to answer what's going.
No.
What the thing is, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's a very intense boot camp, and maybe it's just the nature of the boot camp that whatever they did as their final project, at the very end, they're not going to be in the kind of mood to say, yeah, let's try and help set this up so that there's a community that can build around it. I'm not really interested in getting kind of usability feedback at this point. I just want to move on and start searching for a job. That's the kind of like stuff that I've done. They want to put it down, and that's perfectly fair enough. I mean, well, I guess I'm just sort of saying again, like, I hope you didn't feel like, oh, Sam was too busy and I couldn't reach him. I'm just saying, like, that support in terms of helping.
You're always too busy. You're always too busy.
Of course.
You don't love me anymore. It's like
Hey, I'm here sitting by myself every month on a Scrum, waiting, just thinking, when will Thomas come and see me? And you're here today, and I'm so pleased. But I just wanted to say that to give support for the projects and UX feedback and so on. That's always there, if and when you need it. For obviously your students at the moment right now and what they're going through, if the most effective way that I can help is by giving some sort of feedback on their initial job search, like these letters or what have you, let's do that. Absolutely. I just wanted to make sure that at this stage, what we would love to is actually both. I mean, it depends on how much time you have, my friend. So what we could definitely use is some UX review of the project that they are working on at the moment. Yep.
But I think that from their perspective, if I were to prioritize, I would say that a review of their cover letter and also a talk about the future of the industry, because that is what they kind of hunger for. I think that you saw the recording of the meeting. I mean, they're really hungry to know more and be prepared for the outside world, outside of the craft economic bubble thing. So.
Yes.
So so if I were to, if there's a limited amount of time that we can get from you, which I know there is, so I would prioritize that. And if you have energy and time to do a UX review on the bookings project, I would love that as well.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, let's put that in. I'm just adjusting my list here to adjust the priority order. That sounds absolutely fine. And I guess what I will do is, get these students into the professional. I get the sense that they're in the process of coming onto the AV Slack. So I mean, I will need to get a list of the other meant for me to do that. I guess I'm just thinking about the having sort of failed to do that expeditiously for the previous cohort. I wonder whether. I guess I think what I'm going to do, actually, I was saying this already, is I'm going to email. I think also what I noticed, and I think this happens. I've seen this in other boot camps, is that there's this very intense thing, and during the boot camp there's a lot of communication on Slack, and then after the boot camp there's kind of like, and they move away from it, and it's actually it's difficult to maintain that communication on Slack because they kind of go on and do you know what I mean? They move to other Slacks or they move to other IM systems or emailing. So I guess I'm just gonna. I do a round of emails to the previous cohort, but maybe I'll try and engage this cohort on Slack and say, because the particular thing is this professional development room is supposed to be there to support. This is why it's bundled, right? It's supposed to be there to give them the support and the mentors of people who are out in the industry and other people who, it's got Piotr and Maroen and Zmago and people who are all in their junior developer jobs at the moment. And it could be a great support for them, right? So hopefully that'll be something of value.
Yeah, absolutely. So I totally. So one-on-ones are usually a waste of time. No, but it's not waste of time, but it's not as efficient as it could be. So doing things in group chats or group hangouts is much better. So let's aim for that.
Well, it's the balance, isn't it? I think it's people, as you say, when their confidence is low, when they're exhausted or whatever, that I think the interesting thing that I'm going to realize is it's less cognitive load. Like if you're just talking to one person one-on-one, I mean, like you and I talking now, I mean, of course, actually we're broadcasting around the world, we've all got a viewer somewhere and who knows, but we're strange people. I think most people, they're like, if they know that other people are there and the less that they know about, the other people that are there, the more they're like, they second guess what they're saying. They're like, oh, how should I present myself? And so it's, I'm really starting to sympathize or empathize with the desire to have the one-to-one communication. So anyway, we'll work something out. I think we're on the same. It sounds like we're on the same page there. Good stuff. Anything else we should coordinate?
No. Just let me know whenever you can. If there's anything. When you have time, so we can set something up.
Well, I mean, the critical things that I would need that I can maybe get from other sources is like the list of, which of the list of students in that cohort. I mean, obviously, I think I can probably pull that all directly off GitHub, but then there's also getting their Slack names and so on. Anyway, we can work that out independently over Hangout. So I'll try and act on this today.
Good stuff. All right.
Nice one. Good to catch up with you, Thomas. Bye for now.
Talk to you. Ciao.